Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. As you can see, we're running Hazel today. Just a few little shipments to and from the logging camp. I should only need 2 more. And then we can go work on the little town that I'm planning on doing today. It should be kind of fun. Turn off my AC because I'm sure it's everything over audio wise again. Anyway, I hope you all are having a pleasant night. No, I am so far. It's quite the fun time. I'm just going to pop open the stream real quick so that I can see you guys with your chat. Hopefully a little faster than I do in my streaming software, because that has some weird delay on it, and I don't know why. Interestingly, I think she could pull about 2 of these. Or 2 more, I should say. Somewhere between 4 and 8 of them. I know that the Montezuma can pull about 12? So, assuming my math is correct, there should be anywhere from 4 to 8 for Hazel. Then the Porter, I have yet to figure out its upper limits. If I really wanted to, I could pull 20 cars, but the issue with pulling 20 cars is I have to load 20 cars, and that takes a solid half an hour or so. Yeah, it's real fun. I should also point out the fact that, as you saw back there, I moved the sawmill so it's back over by where the iron mine used to be. There's a new engine shed up top here on the branch line. I need to give this line a name of some sort. I have yet to decide on one. So if anyone has any suggestions, be it in the VOD or in the live, feel free to let me know. I think it could be kind of fun to hear what you guys think this little line should be called. Because I'm bad at naming things. I also need a name for the town that we're going to be working on in a little while here. And you'll see where that's at. Also, yeah, I moved the sawmill too. I forgot to mention that. It's now here. It's now here. There's trees stuck inside the sawmill. We don't talk about them. If you're in the railroads subreddit, then the other night you saw me post about that. Quoting the Dragon Ball abridged cell games. I thought it was kind of goofy. Anyway, I think we're gonna call it that for today. On running the deliveries. Unless you want to grab a couple from... I guess we could always buy a couple new cars. Make a couple runs to and from the depot. I'll show you guys the new depot thing for the branch line, because the branch line connects up with the main line, but only just. It's on one track that it does. It's probably going to end up being like 2 or 3 different connection points from the branch line to here, because I assume eventually the I assume that we'll connect up at some other juncture, either from the straight here, so we'll take a left and a right, and just like, oh, you're coming from here, you can come in. You're coming from here, you can come in, or further back over here somewhere, like right over here ish. That looks like it'll connect on perfectly, almost, which would be nice. Anyway, surprisingly, Hazel is very good at what she does. She's a quick little thing. And I know it doesn't feel like she's going very fast, but considering she's got these tiny little driving wheels, I'm not surprised. Yeah, right there. I knew it was right on this curve somewhere. So, one side or the other. We'll let Hazel run full send it. Pretty rare we let her do that. I mean, we just did, really, but... I need to rework the sawmill a little bit more anyway, because I want to have it so it loops around and connects up to the rest of the sawmill. I don't really know how to work it. Basically, I want to go from log dropping to being able to pick up the beams and lumber to just driving out or going, you know, in reverse or whatever. You know, I think that'd be better. The issue with that is I would have to make a loop on the actual depot, which you'll see in a second here. I am very surprised she was going 16. How is she doing that? That's not downhill. It's all level through there. She had to have been going uphill. Like right here makes more sense. This is, you know, more downhill. Especially right through here. This took me forever to do, by the way. So, we're just gonna break, shut off the reg. The point for this is there's the filling line, and then there's my line where I just basically go, okay, I'm going to, oh, someone's filling here, I'm just gonna, you know, switch the points, and we're gonna keep going with our, you know, passenger services or whatever. I think it'll be an interesting little thing to see. I think you guys will like my little switching yard. I say a switching yard, it's more of a shunting yard, but that's besides the point. It's not great. There's only like 2 or 3 lanes, and it goes back really far, but that's about all I can say about it. God damn, Hazel is surprisingly slow. Oh yeah, speaking of which... There we go. Can I reach that from here? I can reach the reg. Anyway, here's the new freight depot. I'm going to be decorating this up today. As well as the little junction thing, switcher thing over there. But I want to show you guys where I'm working. I'm building the new little town thing. Hazel will eventually have 2 of those cars. The passenger cars. Let's see, I need to give it enough speed to get it up over the first hump. After it's over the hump, then we are good to go. Let's go. Oh god. No. Okay, well, I've lost control of those. Hazel! Hazel! Chase them down! God damn, those things are fast. Like, I know I'm just coasting, but I should already be catching up to them. Like, I should already be up to them. But I can't... It's like they pick up speed every time I pick up speed, which is very weird. I know that's not the case, but it is what it feels like. Haha! Fuck you! I've caught you! You thought you could escape me, hmm? Okay, yeah, those are safe. Alright, well. We caught the train at least. There's that. We are doing okay. Let us switch everything around and get Hazel going again. This is what I mean by like a switching yard slash whatever. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make this line right here go to somewhere. I don't really know where yet though. Also, as it would turn out, and I can show you guys this. Hold on. So you know over where is it? Over here? You have this little point where like, we'll make like a little loop. So the train, whatever our express engine is, will, yeah, it's just gonna run right into this. I think technically if it goes up and over, it can do it. It's gonna have to be a really, really, really strong engine though. I don't know. I might make the main line literally just start back here. Because this is what, the middle of the map? Yeah, this is like the middle of the map. So what I'll do is I've never actually seen this from up above like this. I've just never taken the time. That looks really, really nice. I mean, it looks like a nightmare to have to navigate. But it kind of looks proper, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm very happy with how this little section here has turned out. Also, yes, that is the Montezuma just chilling down there. He is the only one left of the three amigos that are going to be on the main line. For now, at least. Like I was saying, though, as you see over there, I'm working on like a little farm. I'm hoping they add in farm tile or farmland or something at some point. But what I think the Express is going to do, and don't quote me on this, but the Express is going to fly past here, it's going to run up alongside the branch line for a little bit, like I said. That way it can, connect up to the branch line over here too. So it'll be more than one point where the branch line connects. And we'll just keep flying straight along, basically. So we'll abandon over here. It'll just be gone. Which, that also looks nice, that little sections of track. I'm going to lay down another line right next to it. That's probably about it. Right, and it'll continue on forward and forward and forward and forward and forward. Until, like, probably about somewhere over here. Because if I can't go any farther. And that's the end of the map. I wish there was more to it, but there's not. And we'll, go ahead. We'll follow along the cliff face for a little bit. It'll go into go across like a bridge from there to over here somehow. I don't know. Basically, its whole job will be to go from one town to the other, so it'll hit a couple different towns along the way. The main line passengers route. And I think we'll have a proper express line eventually too, but for now, this is what we've got. And I think over here will be the final destination. Or maybe somewhere in the forest over there. I don't know. Wherever it is that we decide to be the final spot, it has to feel like it's worth it to travel that far. I'm falling to my death. God damn it, do I have to hear this now the entire time? You can just live there. Look, I would much rather I have to go. Okay. Because I kind of want it to make sense where these people are building. So flatter land would be more ideal. So like they could do over here, for example, although we are really close to the edge of the map when we do that. Although we are pretty far away. I don't know. We might actually go to the other corner of the map here. This is kind of cool. Huh. Honestly, that looks like it might be just about perfect for one small train to go through. The issue would be the cars and turning. Yep, there's the end of the map. Never mind. There's some really big trees out here, too. Huh. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Out here could be a cool spot for something. A little town of some sort. A couple houses, that sort of thing. I really wish the map was just a little bit bigger. Because it never feels big enough. Out here could be a cool spot for something too. Oh yeah, over here, by the way. Hold on. We have to lose all of our momentum in order to gain more momentum in a different direction. There is another little island, which looks like it might actually be bigger than the original one we were on. By the original, I mean this one over here. Yeah, it looks like it might actually be a little bigger. So what I might end up doing is taking the quote unquote dock we built and building it off to that island there. Little tiny misty isle or something. I don't know what to call it. It's really pretty though, screenshot wise. Anyway, so we would go ahead, we'd make our another little house thing over here. Maybe this one though. I am. Thank you. There we go. I like that I can use that for mobility now. That's great. I can go so fast. Might as well just make flying a natural thing in the game. Yeah, I might actually build something out on here because this is relatively flat. I could even just build like a straight like little shot from here to there. Also, penis rock is still a thing. I want to go look at this thing. I keep seeing it while I'm working on projects, but I've never actually went to look at it. What the hell is this? Maybe not what I was calling it. No! I hit a tree, we're fine. A tree to save the day. That's a giant ass rock. Wow. What the fuck? Can I climb it? What the hell? Is there a way up? Like, is this supposed to be... Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, uh-huh. Totally. Makes sense. I don't know why you don't have collision. You definitely could. Why don't you have collision? Nope, you stopped having collision too. Were they planning to make this climbable at some point and then just went, it's too much work and gave up? Is that what happened? Also, wow, that's a pretty fucking sight. I wish we could use some of that space over there. I don't know why this map isn't any bigger, because it totally could be. I don't know. That is pretty though. That is a nice shot. I would definitely set this as my wallpaper. Oh well. Shot. To be fair, I don't really set anything as my wallpaper. I have like 9 or 10 different. Okay, that's a bit of an underestimation at this point. I have a lot of screenshots from games, from shows, whatever. Like just nice looking scenes. And they scroll through occasionally on my background, which is very, very nice. I don't know why I'm just running when I have flight as my options. There is something quite therapeutic about it, though. There we go. Hey, just across this giant ass mountain is my little branch line. Maybe I'll extend the branch line, bring it out over to here, have a second passenger service or something. Like I want people to like be living up around this giant rock, but I don't know. Does anybody remember where I left my train? Hazel, where did I leave you? Hey, Hazel, there you are. Hello, I'm back. I love the idea of this thing's just like, were you just flying? It's like, nah, it's falling with style. I don't know. I like the idea that the trains do have some sort of personality. I mean, they definitely could. You got tiny little Hazel here. She just sort of does her own little thing. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun. I could do a like a Thomas and Friends parody, but with these trains. That's where I put those. Well, I've been wondering for the past couple nights now where the tiny log cars were. I'm like, I used to have some. Where did they go? Lo and behold, here they are. Lo and behold, here they are. So let's go show you guys where we are going to be going. I think I have to. Yeah, I have to go and change the quick track. So we will apply the brakes and let Hazel just sort of chill over here by the freight depot. It'll be fine. No one else is on the line but me, and no one's scheduled to come through. So over to the logging camp we go. Yeah, baby, this is the wrong spot. Woo! I'm at the sawmill. I meant the sawmill. I feel dumb. I don't know. I might stream something on Twitch eventually, but the issue with streaming on Twitch is I have 6 months, as far as I'm aware, in order to download the VOD and make something of it, which is kind of why I like streaming here better. It's just, you know, suits my content more. I like having a documentation of what all has changed during the time of me playing. I mean, mostly. Obviously, you guys come back to stuff being changed. Like, over here was not a thing last time. But, it is a little bit nicer. That way we do have money and whatnot for different little projects I don't get done in one of my live streams. I can just, work on it outside of the live. Tempted to just start doing quiet streams of this too, just randomly. I don't talk, where like I don't talk a whole lot. It's just like, hey, random stream. Because, I do struggle a little bit with timetables. It's real great. Anyway. We get to listen to this the entire way there. God damn. Like, those back wheels don't look like they move at the same speed, do they? I know they're really just getting drug along, but like... Thank you, Is that all the props? Can I go back to talking now? Cool. Were you really struggling up that? You're not hauling anything. Anyway. It is interesting, though, that these look like they were just being drug along. I mean, the entire train looks like it's being drug along. Because, like, these are moving way too fast for the speed we're going, it looks like. Although I could be wrong. I still need to go ahead and add this little bunk onto the back of the, on the back of our logo for the train. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very, very cute. I like it, like how it looks, but at the same time, you know, I would like it to have Hazel's little bunk cab thing. Anyway, so you might be wondering where we're going. The answer is, it's not actually on the map. Wow. I don't have a waypoint to it. Cool, I hope all the points are set. I also hope I didn't delete the barrier. I wish we had signs, like the little ones. Like what I used in the thumbnail today, not the big, giant ones that are just the standing signs. So you can only write so much on one of those before it looks funky. So like, you know. Am I a goofball goober for not knowing what I'm doing? Yes, but like at the same time. Huh. God, she really doesn't like going uphill under her own steam at 9%. You're just gonna suck for this thing, because it's going up a lot of hills. I hope she'll be powerful enough to pull 2 coaches. I didn't think about that. That should take me off to the left here, which I can show you guys a new little spot that I'm working on, mostly. So there's another switch here, obviously. One of them going straight, the other one going off to the left. We're going to the left. But if you go straight, you'll come up to a bumper, a barrier, whatever you want to call it. And this will just be some like little campground area, basically. Maybe I'll throw some sort of industry over here, but that feels really, really close to Sawmill. So I probably won't. And I feel like this line has too many industries as is. Because we have that other section that we're trying to build. Off in the rocky area, which I think is where I'm going to be putting all of the metalworks. So like the coal, the iron, all that. And then, I think I can trust the engine to drive us there without having to monitor it. So over here will be our, like, metalworks working industry, where we'll have the, we'll put, like, the coal mine over here, the iron mine over here, that sort of thing. And then over here in, like, the swampy marshes and flats and whatnot, that's where we're going to be going ahead, and we're going to be putting down, like, the oil refinery and the oil thing and whatnot. And I think that'll be about it for the, yeah, the industries. There's not many industries, which is interesting to me. Yeah. I know a while ago they had been talking about doing some more industries. So, like, maybe they will at some point, but I don't know. I gotta find a spot for the smelter and the ironworks, though. Which would make sense to put over by the metal area, but I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, I'm sorry to have fallen silent. Oh, this is kind of fun. This took me a while to set up the other night. Basically, it looks like it could have been a passenger station at some point. Which I like the idea of it having been. Just like, oh yeah, this used to run passenger services back in the day. Until, you know, they stopped. So it's like an abandoned station. I might throw a few buildings around. Or like, yeah. What are those called? Those waiting bays. They're under the props, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the waiting sheds. Is it 3? No, that's bright red. Is it the 6? Was it 6? No, that's our nice one that I should go back to using. 8. We don't even get to look at 8s because I messed up. No, it's not that. I just looked at 6. Is it 7? No. I'm looking for that real rundown one. Was it 3? No, I just looked at 3. 2. That looks really nice. What the fuck? That's a thing? That's an Undertaker. We don't want that. Well, then maybe we do. We're not doing blue. I hate the blue. Well, it must be 5 or 6. Yeah, here it is. So I think we'll throw a couple of these over here. Because they look like old, abandoned, worn out, fucking, whatchamacallits. Like, if you look at this, isn't your first thought's like, oh wow, that's clearly not been used in a moment or two. Do these not actually sit on the, huh? What? There we go. I was gonna say that doesn't make any sense. What? Maybe I'll put a couple here. Like, they're really close to the line, though, is the issue. It's like, how do people get in? I wish these had doors on one of the sides. Or, like, both the sides had doors. Because not only would that make sense for, like, an entryway, it would just... Yeah. I don't know. We're definitely gonna have to do that at some point. I love Hazel's just back here hissing steam at me like, come on, I want to go. Oh, you goofy, goofy little girl. Goofy, goofy little girl. No, we're just gonna let it puff along here. But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna go, now realizing that I'm gonna have to extend these out a little bit, so we can set up a cool little platform basically over here. You know, like it's an old abandoned one that's come back into service. I don't know. I can see that being really interesting, but this is moreover where I want to show you the plan. How are we going 16 uphill? I don't understand this thing sometimes. It does the goofiest things that it should not be able to do. Like, oh, we're going uphill? I'm gonna go 16 fucking miles now. It's no big deal. People really like it when I don't obey my own speed limit. So out here, I think is where we're gonna build another cool little like town thing. Because this is a huge, huge flat area, and it's right next to the river. And there's like this little road thing on the other side. So I feel like this could work. You know, we would just build a loop back here somewhere. Somewhere out of the way. Maybe we'll put some... Wow, this is actually a really nice area back here. What the hell? I didn't know this was back here. I mean, obviously there's some little ridges that you can see. But for the most part, it looks like it's flat. So... Huh. Intriguing. Also, wow, that is not a very long distance. I kind of figured that was going to be a lot longer than it is, but it definitely is not. In fact, it is so not that I am a little surprised. What if I took this little curve and just straightened it out against that right there? So we got rid of it running super close to the shoreline. Would that make sense? No. Would it look cool? Yes. Yes, it would. I would be very ecstatic to have it like that. This is still one of my favorite spots that we've worked on. Like, I will literally just come out here. Like, just grab a train, random one, don't care which, Montezuma, Porter, fucking Percival, and I'll just roll out to here. What is this doing? I've never actually driven a train up this far. Typically, I go out to the bridge. Huh. I didn't know I did that. That's interesting. Huh. That's interesting. Intriguing. Sorry if you can hear my phone buzzing. It's a bit unprofessional of me, but we say I'm a goof. I'm a goober. You have to be kidding me. Is it broken over there too? Motherfucker, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. Help. I'm begging for help. Help. That's why I'm glad I added this to this island. There's not really much of a purpose to the teleporters anymore, but god damn it, it's the thought that counts. Why does this look so weird? Something looks wrong. It's like bent. Why is it bent? I have so many questions. Like, how was it bent? How did that happen, game? How? How did you let that happen, game? Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. Please come let me out. I don't know what that's from. I feel like I should. Please tell me that's connected. For the love of God. Oh, thank you. I mean, it might not be perfectly, but it's for the it's fine. It's good enough. Well, that's fun. I just wanted to do that, and it broke. I'm hoping, and if I'm smart about this, and I'm pretty sure I am, do this. God damn it. And I go like this and connect you like there. You know what? That's fine. We'll just go into the demolish tool and select all. I mean, it shouldn't have been how it was anyway. Damn, that is. I still love that little area. Like, there's just so much of this little island that I like. Like I said, I like to come out here and just sort of chill out. I fell. Did I fall? It felt like I fell. I don't know what was happening there. I think my brain is having a stroke. Anyway, let's go grab Hazel. Because I want to go work on some stuff. I feel like I've done nothing but fly around the map for like 30 fucking minutes. I know that's not true. We ran a train for a little bit. And then we flew around the map for the rest of that time. Hello. I didn't mean to miss you entirely. I was hoping to land in your cab. But, you build up energy after a while, or force. And then you just sort of go flying off. It's crazy. Do not recommend. Okay, thank you. I don't like these flies. My audio's coming through, right? Hello? Me? Are you there? Hi. How are you doing? Okay, good. Me is here. I can hear me. Yeah, I am very glad I updated that so that it's at low latency. That looks really nice. You guys are basically getting a second by second live replay of what's happening. Like literally milliseconds. So I mean it's pretty impressive. Is always very good. I don't know if you guys actually still get the audio or not when I'm clicked out. No, you don't. Huh. So we could literally just run in complete silence for you guys. And myself. Like, I do love the sound of the chuffing, but I like it when it's the slower, like, more effort, not just the, "Oh, I'm just flying down the line, no problem." Like, does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense. Either way, I think what we should do, so A, we'll see how much money I have right now. The answer is 2,900, almost 3,000. So, I think I could buy the two coaches I want, or I could buy the stuff to haul the lumber and beams. So I could buy a flat car, a couple of them really, or I could buy, where is it? Or I could buy us some. Do I do them in a different color for the branch line? Maybe I do. I think I do them in brown for the branch line. I think that could look nice because if the because it's like that red brown that the porter, or not the porter, but that Percival is. So if you end up, they do end up adding an industry thing, and we do end up needing to keep up with it, which I highly doubt, but maybe we will. We can always just take and order a couple of these. I don't know. Did you run out of fuel? Are we running out of steam? Did we break down? What happened? Pretty sure I didn't shut off steam fully. Must have shut off steam fully. So do I order in my cars? Or do I order in... Do I order in my... Or alternatively, do I order in the second Monty that I want in this color? That I label with Hillside Transport Co. Or, I do this one and do the Hillside Transport Co. logo on it. Because I could. I'd have 400 extra. So if I did that, then I could buy this one and give the current tender that says Lakeside, whatever. I could give it to the this porter. But this porter is not important right now, so I don't really know. I want to get a Teminal so badly. Do I get a Teminal? That could be kind of fun. I'd love to see myself running around with a Teminal. I'd love to drive one of a Teminal, honestly. I have not done so in the game. I mean, I've never driven any of these in real life, but you could also get a Eureka. That could be kind of good. It looks like it has a much bigger tender. What do you got for paintwork? Nothing! Why is it the ones with the tenders get, like, no fucking liveries? Hey, Glenbrook. Wow, you're actually really close to... That's basically what the Porter need, or what the Class 48 needs. Wow. Do I get a Glenbrook? Not... I could actually just pick up a regular stock Glenbrook. And then eventually get up another Glenbrook, obviously, but I could. This thing has a lot of pulling power. Actually, I think it might still be beat out by the 48. Yeah, the 48 still beats it out, but As a little climax, I fucking hate these. This and the Shay are like my two least favorite engines. And I'm so glad that they get like almost nothing for customization. This looks just dopey. Why? What purpose did this serve? Guys, what was your thought process with that? Also, where does it store its extra fuel? Is that all it gets? Is this little compartment? I don't think I've ever seen one of these carrying more than one single trip. So that must be all the fuel it gets. So here's where it stores its water. They made it into like this tiny little terrible tank engine. That's a lot of tractive effort though. But does it actually work now? Because previously it did not work. There's a Heisler. I don't like Heislers either. They're also kind of gross. Why are you struggling? How long have you been going on this point? What was I doing? Sorry, I was looking at the Heisler and wondering why it looks so ugly. Does it at least have some decent customization? Because if it has some decent customization, I can at least let it live without clowning on it, but it doesn't look like it does. I love the fucking bunk space in this though. It must have a lot of water capacity. This is wood. Has some pretty decent boiler pressure. So you got some ugly smokestacks. A halfway decent looking lamp. A pretty good lamp actually. That looks really nice. Another of the same. Let's see. No paintwork. None of these have fucking paint jobs. Oh god, the stock Ruby Basin. So if you're gonna get a Ruby Basin, you gotta do the rounded lamp irons, because it just looks better. Then you do one in this like bright neon green livery, which I love. And you do another in this like cherry red livery. And bam. You got Oliver and I forget. I think Grace. Yeah, Grace and Oliver. The twin sisters, the twin sister and brother Ruby Basins. They're just in different liveries. By twin, I mean they were built at the same time. Do you upgrade the smokestacks? Oh my god, no, you do not. Oh yeah, you do. You go to smokestack 2 because it looks fancy. It looks very fancy in Smoke Basin 2. So you do that, and oops, and that. I love that green. Hi, Shay. How you doing? God, I haven't seen a Shay in so long. Oh, you got some tiny lamp irons. You have like terrible, terrible pulling effort. Who would ever buy you? You're ugly. You've got no fucking pulling power. Like you're so late in the game. Maybe if you can couple these together and use them, but I don't think you can because the tenders would get in your way. They're not even tenders. The fucking bunks would get in the way. Oh my god, it's one with multiple paint jobs. So you got red, a full black, no lining. Wonderful, very creative. Did the Moscow get a? I think they said the Moscow got a new paint job. No, it did not. I have lied to you all. You consider yourself bamboozled. Also, I love that lamp iron on the Moscow. Wow. Maybe that one's better. The 3 might be better. Do you have the gold lining smokestack? Come on, you gotta have the gold lining smokestack. No, they didn't give you the gold lining smokestack? Because that's not gold, that's silver. Wow, that is... Also, you are terrible on tractive effort. What is with all of you and your tractive efforts being terrible? Can you still not get uphill? Hazel, you're making me look bad here. Come on. I'm over here just like opening and closing the menu. Yeah, I'll probably run into the trains or into the train cars at the end. It'll be fine. Hazel over here like, huh, huh, motherfucker, I can't make it up this hill. I don't know what you did to me. Help. Holy shit, can you still not make it up the hill? It's not even that bad. It's a 2% grade. I've had wooden variants of you with half as much steam, making up much higher gradients in reverse. Unless, yes, I'm thinking of Audrey over on the hillside, not Lake Edition, like on our main world. Although this might be converting to the main world with how much time and effort I'm putting into this. I'm not gonna lie to you, I originally intended this as like a one-off. Anyway. Now, are you gonna stop making a fool of me and actually fucking drive? Where were we? Were we looking at something that I was liking? Was it the Moscow? I think it was the Moscow. Yeah, it was the Moscow. That has no paintwork. But also with some really nice headlights and some pretty terrible boilers, smokestacks, whatever you want to call them. Because the boiler's like right back here. Wow, the cook is fucking tiny. What the hell? Why is the thing so small? It's so small, but it has so much more attractive effort. What? Also, I think I might pick this up at some point. Wow, you have. Wow, a slightly fancier lamp iron and some really shit smokestacks. Like, you're not even worth my time. You're a 260 though. Is there a bigger one? There's one that uses coal that has a fancier bit of paint. Oh. Ew! What am I looking at? That is disgusting. Ew. What is this, Christmas colors? Why do we have weird random colors in Christmas colors? Like, at least this looks sensible. Also, you have a nice bit of cover. Your fireman does from the rain. Is it an actual cab? Oh my god, it's an actual cab. Yeah, your driver stands in here. This is like the Baldwin, Class 48. Look at that. God, that is disgusting. Like, at least some of these look decent. Like, I really like this. It's like that dark wood grain finish. I'd love it if this had some actual, like, lining on it. But, you can't have everything. Here's the 280 for the cook that has somehow almost the same exact amount of power. Why? What do you got for smokestacks? Still nothing good looking. Okay, good. Paintwork. I could see that working for our line, except for the wheels. The wheels are too bright. But like the green could work for our line. I'm not saying I'd buy it, because it's ugly, but I could see that working. I mean, that is part of the company color, so. This looks nice. I would buy that. This isn't actually too expensive. I might pick one of these up. I asked the Class 70. I want to pick one of these up just for the bunker or the tender. It looks so nice. We would buy it in probably the stock color, because that's where it looks best. And give it a nice headlight. If we're buying it for using it, we'd give it that smokestack. Like, damn, that is pretty. Where are we at? Okay, we're getting to the point. I'll switch. I'm surprised we're only just here. I figured we'd have been here by now. Hazel, you know, when I told you that we were gonna take it nice and easy today, I didn't mean that you were. Okay? Oh well. Whatever. Let's go ahead and pick up our two new little flat cars. Which is, do I do these in a different color? We got like more like a cherry red, a yellow. I love this brown. That's basically the first one. Basically the first one. Basically the first one. Wow. Like, all the same fucking color. That's... I guess we go with the first one. That was the better looking of the two. And yes, I said two there on purpose. Because they gave us two options. Do I buy two more? I think I buy two more. Yeah, I buy two more. We can actually have interesting train consists now, though, which will be cool. Rather than just having one train. So are you gonna still keep going if I teleport? I hope you are. I don't want to have to run up the line looking for you. Re-rail. Right. Or do we have brakes at the front? You suck. No, you suck. Why? Stop it! Holy God. That was terrible. It just kept swapping. It's like, eh, fuck it. I don't know what you want me to be. I'll be whatever I want to be. It's like, no. No, please don't do that. Also, here comes Hazel, it looks like, so I think I'm lucky. Hazel, are you stuck? Do I have to go over to the freight depot again? Why are you being so weak today? What happened to you? You're full on water. You're doing really good on water, actually, right now. I'm surprised you didn't consume any on our journey. You're gaining water by running. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know what I do. Occasionally, the game just sort of decides to be nice, and motherfucker. No more breaks. No more. If you take me off my line I'm supposed to be on, I'm gonna be mad. Just so you know. Good. You get to live to see another day. It's truck shunting time! Hell yeah, baby! These have the brakes on, right? Until I know these have the brakes on. No, they do not appear to. Oh my god, they do. Hazel just took at him with that much speed that it knocked them both back. I was with full brakes. On trucks that are like 8 times her size. Oh, Enter vehicle. Yeah. Wow. Hazel's just like, Christ. Come on, make up your mind. Where am I going? Hey, Everett. How you doing back there? I'm never gonna touch you again, probably. Maybe I'll have Everett go do something at some point. We'll create a nice special episode for him, because I haven't used him in a long while now. But, like, he's so weak. I would use the Montezuma more, because I do like it. If it had, like, a higher top speed or something. But it's so weak. It doesn't do what I need it to. I'm actually better off using a porter. Because it has about the same pulling power, and a much better capacity for things, apart from fuel. But it doesn't consume as much water, it doesn't consume as much fuel to get up to heat. Their boiler pressure is like a 10 degree difference. So, like, I guess, theoretically the Montezuma would be easier to drive, because you wouldn't have to worry about the boiler pressure quite as much as the Porter. But the Porter gets worked so hard that all of its steam gets consumed, so it's not going to have much for boiler pressure. Like, I don't get the point of having the Montezuma in the game. It is terrible at everything it does. It's not a good tender engine, because it doesn't have a big enough bunk on it, or tender, I guess. This right here's a bunk. A tender is what I have on my Class 48, or on the Montezuma. What if I went and stole the tender off the Montezuma, put it on Hazel? What would that look like? Do I do it? Do I do it? I mean, what's really stopping me? Oh, so is the day-night cycle on in the game? Or do I still have it set off? Eh. Wait. And vehicle view distance to 500. Oh my god, it is dark. I forgot 1800 was after midnight. That's what, like 6 in the morning? Yeah. Oh, we've been running for about an hour now, so that's nice. I'm surprised we're doing as good as we're doing. Wow, I really wish they had, like, lights in the game or something. Lamps that you could put up that would activate at night. Even if it was as much as having to press a button or two on your keyboard or something to do it. Like, I wish they had lights when you're running at night, because you can't see shit. At least not with the Porter. Especially not this one. Why is its light so bad? Even the Montezuma's light's better. That's the one spot that the Montezuma has the Porter beaten, by the way. Is, light. The lights here are terrible. Oh, you got weird and wobbly. Like, did I miss my turn? I think I missed my turn back there. want this one down here because it needs to go that way. Also, wow, that is a tight-ass turn. I'm surprised that the porter can do it. There we go. There we go. I think we're on the right track now, at least. So we have all of our cars. Right, I'm just sort of coasting because I don't actually know where we are. It's so dark. Too dark. Can't find out where the engine is at. I'm hoping I know where to stop this, because if I don't, I'm going to be very upset. I might have to technically put the porter in the middle, which is not ideal. No one likes being a middle engine. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to have to pull forward for the last two cars to be filled. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the back two cars here be the lumber cars. Let's go back there and see how we're looking. I could pull forward some more. About another half a car forward. It's kind of where I wish we had brakemen. Or like AI that we could hire. That'd be cool. I'd like that. There we go. Usually I would let this be the job of the porter, because it would be like, the porter would be its first little thing back. Hey, you wanna know what I don't think I did? Pretty sure I didn't switch my points back. Wow, it gets dark in the game. At least the lantern's useful now, but still. It's kind of weird that they force you to have to use the lantern. Like, is it my game settings? Graphics. No, keep foliage on Epic. Fuck. Do we have... Huh. Weird. Okay. Is it, like, not nice out right now? I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but it's fine. I think this point's set up. No, it's not. Now it is. I hate the swinging. I fucking hate it with a passion. Yeah, I didn't have that set up right. Whoops. At least now I do. Let's go back to the sawmill. God, it's dark. So dark. At least this should be finished filling. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Forward we go for the beams. Beam cars. Are we gonna be able to move? We might not be able to move. This might be a bad idea for the porter. I remember back when I first started, I would ride with the firebox door open, which A, not a good idea. You lose a lot of your power when you do that because your boiler doesn't get up to heat like it should. But B, just in general, it's not a good idea. Don't do that. Can I store the same amount of beams in the small cars as I can in the big ones? Because if so, that's really, really dumb. Cool. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a slight uphill with a bumper at the back, so even if we just careen out of control, like we just cannot brake for whatever reason, we should be alright. Keyword there being should, though, because I don't actually know. I don't know. I need to build a loop. Just something that connects up nicely. Because, yeah. Yeah. Is that top speed? I guess I don't know where we are. Are we still going downhill? Are we going uphill? I literally do not know where I am. I know we haven't been going that long, but it feels like we've been going a very long time. I don't know where my train is. Is the day-night cycle just never going to continue? Is that what's happening? No, it's continuing, just very, very slowly. Well, at least you guys get to see about as much as I get to see. Why am I losing steam? I'm going uphill. That's the bridge right there. At least it should be. Like, this normally isn't too much of a problem. Like, I'm running the friggin' class 48, that sort of thing, and it just goes like, oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's dark. Or, oh wow, it is dark. Well, you can still see about a mile ahead of my light. Why is the border so terrible? Like, the class 48 is like 23 years older than the porter? So I don't get it. I really don't. At least, hopefully, we'll make a decent amount off of these, so that we can afford the 2 coaches for the porter to pull. Although maybe the porter shouldn't pull them. At least not during the night. Not a night train. It doesn't have a good enough light. It doesn't have cow catchers. It doesn't have a good enough light. It's very, very bad at running in the night. So that's the one thing that the Montezuma does better than the Porter. You can run it in the dark. Not saying I would, but you could. You definitely could. I'm not saying I would, but you could. Where is the station? Like, the station should be showing up soon. I know it's not fair to judge this rear light, because, you know, there's stuff in the way. Okay, there's the station. Right here. Kind of see its tipped roof. I still can't see. Like, why does the freight depot not have lights? Like, buildings should have lights that come on during the night. Or at least ones that you can turn on. Like, not all of them, obviously, like... But, like, having a couple lights wouldn't kill anybody. Clearly, we're almost in the 1900s. Hold on. Give me a second. (1976) is when electricity was added into homes. If I understood what I read correctly there. So why does this thing not? What? What? Maybe it's just because I'm on the wrong side. Maybe those don't work on that side for some reason. Like, where does lumber go? Otherwise, because I got rid of the beams. Those sold really easily. Those sell for more than most of the other stuff. Where do the beams go? Because if they're just going to do that, then... Like, on both sides of the freight depot, then we're going to have a problem. Why are they doing that in general? They shouldn't be. They didn't need to touch anything with that. They just needed to make it so that they still... They just needed to tick... Yeah, except type beam, or lumber, on any of the delivery stations. So, what the hell do they do now? We're jumping out onto the main line here, little porter. Be very careful. You're not allowed to play on the main line normally. Usually you're stuck on not the main line. God, these cars must be very, very heavy. Because I've never seen the porter struggle. Again, why is my game being so weird? The porter is struggling to push. Those aren't delivering. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, it just, the game is being very, very weird right now. I don't get it. So that is where I'm supposed to stop with my engine if I'm running the big ones. But that should be good enough for the porter because its cargo is over the threshold. Okay, moment of truth. Huh. Okay. At least it worked. Little porter, we're gonna put these cars back. Because that hurt my head. We're gonna go. We're gonna work on the town. Okay. After all, that is what this episode is titled. This stream, whatever you want to call it. I I'm so confused. Like it had no reason. No reason to do what it was doing on the one side. I'd get it if it affected both sides. It'd have been like, oh, it's a simple fix. You just have something not checked somewhere. It's fine. But it's doing dumb things. So I don't know. I don't know. I can feel my sanity slowly draining away. Come on, get off the point. It's like the one guy that was telling me in the Railroads Online subreddit that I have to watch out for the Class 48 because it will pull through my coaches if I'm not careful. It's like, what? It's like, yeah. Yeah, they'll. It's so powerful that occasionally when it starts, it just leaves part of your train behind. And I went, no. He's like, yeah, it's a real thing, man. Go look it up. Like, I didn't go look it up. I was like, well, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for it or whatever. It's like, it's probably just got to couple the train together. And it's like, yeah, maybe. I highly doubt that, though. It's like, yeah, I've done that a couple of times. And, like Class 48, just what I went through, I made sure everything was connected. Made sure all the brakes were off. Let the Class 48 start pulling a train. Not a particularly big train, but a train, a sizable train. And it sort of went, hey, you know what would be really funny? And I went, what? What would be really funny there, train? I went, if I just stopped. It's like, what? It's like, yep, I'm just stopping now. It's like, nope, don't do that. It's like, oh, too late. And the train behind me didn't go anywhere. I left half my train behind. I went, 48, how did you do this? Me, how did I do this? Oh my god, can it be daytime yet? Oh, 10 minutes a night from now on. No more. Also, we're going with, with 1900 hours. What do you guys think? It'll be daytime eventually? I don't know. I don't know. Please tell me it'll be day soon because I'm going insane. Please just be day. How can I do this so it doesn't even look like the coach is here? Yeah, it looks like I'm part of the cargo. Cargo cam. Until the train turns. Crash. I think I can store them off to the right here. I'm pretty sure I could. Not that one. Let that one go straight through. Swap it to switch to the right. Nope, we have Hazel's stuff here. Please swap. Don't derail. Yeah. Go straight. Straight. What is it doing? Okay. I want it to turn here, don't I? Yeah, I want it to turn here. Okay, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. There's no more surprise switches or anything up ahead, are there? No, just the bumper. Oh my god, it's becoming light. Longest journey I've ever had. Hazel. It's the days. It's the daylight. Hazel! The daylight's back. I don't have to deal with your terrible lamp anymore. Also, yes, that is all 1 yard back there. I know it doesn't look like it, but I promise you it is. And it's the greatest yard. The world's greatest yard. Hell. Hazel is at least getting to roll along pretty happily. Let's go back up to that town. I gotta go swap points again. You know what? Fuck it. You can make it there under your own power. I believe in you. Don't make a fool of me like last time. Or else. Or else. I would love to know how all these people get to their jobs. Do they walk? Do they catch a train? Who sets the points first thing in the morning? Like, do they just do they walk? I don't understand. That's the wrong way. Whoops. You want to go straight. Okay. And I should see the porter come along eventually. Any minute now. I gave it plenty of steam. Should be on its way over. Unless I missed it. I might have missed it. Don't tell me I have to take Percival out and try to go find the fucking porter. Please. Where is the porter? Oh, God. Did it derail itself? Am I just gonna find it in some weird location that it shouldn't be and be like, oh, I don't know how you got there, but you definitely got it. There she is. Porter! Porter, come here! Porter! You got this. Just keep driving directly at me. This is totally not gonna go terrible or anything. Okay, I'm gonna actually move this way. Oh God, it's a ghost train! Shaky cam for no reason. I think that's really only for Bigfoot, but did I step right onto the footplate? That's how you know you're experienced with an engine. Just effortlessly while goofing around, you can just walk up onto it. Don't take that. No, it's not actual advice. Don't actually do that. What if I lowered you down to like 2? Would you still make me a liar like you did earlier? I'm not gonna let you live that down, Hazel. I was so proud of you. You were doing so well. I was like, you're doing good for a small engine. I'm surprised. I like that. That looks really cool. I like that little tiny box car. Did I miss my coaches? Oh my God. Nope, there they are. Hazel. If I get done from buying this next car and you're still slowly chuffing up that tiny 1.5% grade, I'm going to punch you. There was the punch option. Is it L? Is that what it is in my summer car? I don't even remember anymore. Or at least you're making it this time. Last time it was like pulling teeth to get you to go anywhere. And I don't know why. She acts like she's picking up speed, but she isn't really. Are you really slowing? Over nothing? Oh yeah, I'll lose 3% of my speed driving over nothing. God damn it, Hazel. You're terrible. A terrible little engine. Nah, I'm kidding. You're still a good little engine. You're a very cute little engine. You just need to work a little bit more on your speed, that's all. I really want to give you the tender to the, to Everett, because we could, and it would be really, really funny. See you driving around with a tender. I wonder if the tender water effect stacks to you like it does to the Class 48. Because the Class 48 actually pulls water from the tender. Which is bizarre. I don't know why it does. It shouldn't. It should not do that, but it does. But what do I know? I'm just a goofball. God, I want to just destroy that chunk right there. And just drive a long train right off of it and see what happens at full speed. Like, autosave, or save. Delete that chunk of track right there. And just go grab the Class 48 with a really long line of logs, like all the logs. And just go and drive straight off, see where we go. Does it jump the gap? Does it immediately just crash into the ground and everything just comes flying after it? God, that would be fun. Like, it's just little moments. Little moments. There should be a slightly easier increase on it. Like, I'm obviously gaining altitude, but nope, we're still slowing down. It's fine, we're gonna start rounding out. That looks like there was like... Yeah, that looks like it's like dust coming from underneath the bridge. It's like... I'm sorry, is this bridge going to collapse? Is that what's gonna happen here? Ah, Hazel, look out! Ah, Hazel, look out! Oh. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to need a left that I grab onto like right here at? Nope. A left that I grab on right here at? Yeah. Oh, okay. we go. That'll look fine. Because we want it to loop so that it comes back to here. So we need to go to the right. That's not the right, you lying bastard. Cool, cool. Well, you're doing okay. And it is important we get the track figured out before we get the actual town layout figured out. Because if I have to move something in the town, that's fine. If I have to move something in the track, that's not fine. Alternatively, yeah, I don't know. Alternatively, something that we could do, and this is just me spitballing here, so bear with me, is we can grab a black chunk of track and drag it out. And grab walls. This will all make sense in a moment, I'm sure. If it doesn't make sense, then you can feel free to yell at me that this makes no sense. I want it to go out to there. We'll give it about 3 meters, I think, of we'll go 5. 5 in. Well, no, wait, because it needs to. Yeah, this needs to line up with the end of here. Eighteen and a half. Because we'll have the town be over here, and over there we'll have like the switching yard, so it's like a little just storage area for the engines. Whoops. I didn't want it to delete that far. Whoops. I didn't realize I had that much of it all connected. I thought I had the right switch set up. I'll grab another right. Right? I think I need another right. Yes. We are. We'll grab what's some more wall. Anyway, as you can see, they're pretty much identical. The one of them's a little bit more elevated. It's fine. And then demolish that. Do something like that. I'll grab some more wall. Oops. I would go straight out to the back there. I mean, who? I'm scared now. Mama, come pick me up. I'm scared. Okay. So where do I put my... Huh. This is for her to sit on, so you can switch the tracks. So that she can go chuff, 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 all the way down to the other side. You all can watch the sunrise. Where's the sun? We can pretend the sun's that way. Y'all can pretend to watch the sunrise for a second. And we'll be right back. It is dark in this room. See, usually. Lights, why are you not working? Please, thank you. Wow. It is unbelievably dark out. That's what we get for having winter. It's always winter's fault. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. I didn't think about it. I guess what we could do is grab some wall, bring the wall out for a little while. It's about a great thing. Grab a turn to the right. Not with the switcher on that side, though. A turn to the right. Thank you. Grab our wall back out. And watch as this becomes a nightmare to climb. But we should never really be climbing it. We should only ever really use this as like a little tiny thing for Hazel. We wouldn't have our coaches on it, so that should be alright, I would think. I would think, anyway. So, normally it can be a straight through, whatever. That's gonna suck. Is this... This is right on the track. No, we'll go with dirt after this. Like... Is it a lot? Sure, but it'll be fine. This is literally a siding, too, so, like... It's not like we can really be too upset if it's not perfect. This will only really ever be used for Hazel, so we don't need the big turntables, we just need the little one. That's... I don't think I've ever seen that before. Huh. Is this at full height? Oh, it's too tall. Whoops. Maybe I do need the big turntable then. Then we run right back into the issue of that. Although that does look much nicer here, so I'm not going to complain. In fact, what I'm going to do is grab that, grab another left, right, one or the other. There we go. There we are. That looks really nice, actually, I think. Methinks. We'll just connect it up to a chunk of wall that we will give a bumper to. Grab some more wall. I said wall. There we go. That'll be perfect. Plenty of runoff space in case, you know, the engine decides, you know, I don't like existing anymore. Run to the river! That's actually kind of funny. So, it looks like the river gets pretty high at high tide. About here-ish. So theoretically, if the bumper just isn't there, you could have a story about Crystal just run, or Hazel running down into the river. Because I think I can... Hazel, come here. I need to borrow you. I'm gonna do something weird. Don't judge me. Okay, so Hazel. We're gonna save on the backup, because if it doesn't work, we're gonna go back and reload. On the main. Hazel, come here. I need you to do something for me, okay? It's like, oh god, no. What am I doing? No. Oh, okay, I'm going away. You don't have any heat. Well, how am I supposed to test this at full power if you don't have any power? You little dick. You're wondering what we're doing. The answer is we're waiting for the engine to get it back up to heat. Oops. Please get up to heat. I'm sorry I let you cool off. I knew that was a mistake the moment I did it, but like... Come on. Please. Hey, that's not finished, is it? Wow. This is just a death trap for poor Hazel back here. Poor Hazel's just like, please. Why is this entire railway a death trap for me? I'm a good engine. I haven't done anything wrong. I, I, I've been a good engine. Please, no. Oh, well. Spun its shelf into the Shadow Realm. So, can you even go fast enough to just jump that entirely? You can. What does that look like? Oh my god. No. I actually probably could have controlled that a little bit better. Wait, what if I did... I think I could spin that. And then what if we did the bumper? Like, it's obviously, like, set up for a crash because of how that looks. This is just nothing more than a test. You need to get out of my way, Hazel, please. You need to be careful through here, Hazel. The banks have caused the walls to start to caused the wall to start to fall. Or something. I'm sure. I know it's like 7.1. .2? We'll say 7.2. Oh, yep. So that'll be what that looks like in full. It's pretty obvious that the wall is like either A, starting to crumble or give way, because that's no longer attached. Hello? I get a really cool, like, crashing shot. I want one. I always see really cool crashing shots. Is that far enough back? It's far enough back for me. Let's go! Shut off steam. Oh no, Hazel! Hazel, are you okay? You look pissed to be in there. I mean, to be fair, I would be too, so I do not blame you. Hazel? She's just trying to roll in there now. She was enjoying her bath. Hang on, you have a little more speed. I just want to see what happens when you derail. Do you stop? Yeah, you stop. It's like you're tied to the rails if you don't have any power. Oh, that looks... That's not good on you, is it? Oh, I feel badly for you. So let's go ahead. We'll add in the bumper. That way it at least looks a little more believable. You know, the rail is like floating upwards a little bit, so it looks like the wall is trying to crumble down or something. Dude, if I had a track that followed the river close enough and just went straight down, like right over there, because that's pretty easily sloped or trackable with a slope. Like, I'll prove it to you. Like, oh yeah, right here. Like, it's going to be a pretty tall slope, but a slope nonetheless. We'll do like a 6.5. I don't know why there's that out here on this rail, but there is. You know, just there's this chunk of rail that goes off to there for some reason. Don't ask me why. No one really knows. We'll go with the wall. There we go. So that makes this just completely straight, flat, you know. Oh, why is there this little engine track here? I don't know. It just what it is. Hazel, I want to try something. Come here. Hazel's just like, please, God, no. Not again. The water hurts. Papa, the water hurts. Why do you do this to me? Papa, please. Papa, no. So I want to see if I can just make it look like it just runs off into the water on its own. I mean, obviously that track is not something that the train should run on. So, you know, maybe it's more like down the mine, where, like, the train is, like, told, oh, you don't want to do that. That'll get you in some serious hot shit. You know, oh, don't go past that sign. Why? What's past the sign? Well, this is a mine. You know, caverns and shit. Like, don't go past the sign, Thomas. You will probably kill us all. Or get stuck there permanently. I don't know what should be worse for you, though. Aha! Knocked my driver off my footplate. Speed off towards the mine. Hazel, no! Aha! I'm such a clever little engine. Ah! Not gonna lie, that's actually kind of fun. I want to do that again. I just gotta straighten out the slide down in. If I'm gonna try to make it more like Gordon in the ditch. Which is the other thing that I'd love to reenact. Because I'd love to reenact Down the Mine. That would just be... I like Down the Mine. Probably one of my favorite episodes. Because, you know, Gordon and Thomas finally start working together after that, which is nice. So, obviously these tracks, they go at a certain angle. I think I can make them basically go straight down into the water. Yeah, I want to see what happens when I do it like that. Like there's just like a washout and the that makes sense. The river washed away some of the ballast of the track and it just bent down into the water. That looks pretty realistic to me. My question is, will that hold? I didn't think about that. We'll see how that works. We're gonna save over the backup again though. Because this little chunk of track out here, if I don't end up liking it out here, I'll probably keep it out here just to do goofy little shots like this. Because with Gordon's whole thing, it says that he slithers into the ditch. Which means he goes really fucking slowly off that turntable. Like, why didn't they put on his brake? I feel like that was the driver's fault, not Gordon's, but sure. Because he wasn't even under steam. He just started to roll off the turntable. Oh. Ah, I can get some really cool shots then. I know this isn't the point of the stream that we've been streaming for 2 hours. Dear God, how's it been 2 hours? That's cool. I like that. Just the track literally bent down after a little bit. Maybe it used to follow on like a really close bridge or something. Eventually it washes out. It used to connect to that, maybe. Hence why both of these are just sort of gone. And Hazel just slithers right on it into the river. Which we can say is a ditch, but it's really more of a river. It's surprising though, she did that really easy. Like she just rolled right off. I figured it would try to flip itself again. That's alright, Hazel. It wasn't your fault. Rain and snow weighed down the points. Oh. Is there enough of your wheels on here to save yourself? Like, if I throw you into full reverse, you might get out of here at some point in your life. Because we are definitely slowly creeping backwards. But are your front wheels going to be a problem? Yes, they will. Okay. So what if I went ahead and I grabbed another engine? How would they get out here? I don't know. I'm sorry, Hazel. There's nothing I can do about it. You're stuck there till the morning, when the work crews can come clear you away. Well, have a nice night. I don't know. I like this. This is funny. I like that I can do this. I think that's the most novel part to me. Oh, good, you're back. You've decided to join us for having, been in the ditch all night. Oh, wow. It's actually fighting through its own engine. No! Brakes. want to see if I can stop you at all. So these are wet rails. So... what happens if I just barely let you roll off? Oh, well, that... Oh, your brakes did nothing. Your brakes were very useless. No, I'm stuck in the ditch again. Help. Well, I'd love to help you, Hazel, but you're the one that did this to yourself. I'll set you back over here. Just don't go back in the ditch now. We're gonna keep working on the track. Have Hazel just go like, I'm going back in the ditch. These motherfuckers can't stop me. Is that too deep? The water might be too deep right there. Oh my god. Just, why is there a track out here in the water? I don't know, surface. Just, unfortunately, the track can't... The track's ground gave way, you know? They were working on it, and we're gonna build a bridge there, but sadly... Hazel's just like, oh, thank God, finally he stopped throwing me in the water. Also, does submerging your firebox kill the water? Or kill the fire? Like, if I drop you into the water again, because I've just fully restocked you on firewood. It's like, Hazel tried to apply their brakes, but it was too late! But it was too late! You just slide down into the water. Splash. Oh. Wow, so long as you're on the track, it didn't even affect you. Huh. So I could make underwater trains. I'm not going to, but I could, and that would be funny. No. Oh, no. Bother. I'm up to my mouth in water more. Blah, 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 blah. Activate the cylinder cocks. No, they at least thought about that. God, like you could just take an entire train down into the water. Dude, that'd be so cool. Just having like small sections of the line where like it's out or something. Oh, that would be brilliant. I could do some cool stuff with this game. Help! Help! That's all that reminds me of. It's just Hazel going, help! Help! Someone help me. Please. Please, the madman. He keeps throwing me in the water. Oh, thank God. No. Not again. No. I mean, that's probably more accurate to how down the mine or in the ditch would have gone. Just like... No. As it, like, it just submerges itself. It's surprisingly deep right here, though. Huh. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I don't remember. Do I like that? There we go. I don't want it to say to enter the porter. I do want to show that it's in the water though, so I'll do it like this, I think. I like the idea of calling this a particularly eventful stream. There we go. If you don't know what I'm doing, I'm just taking a screenshot of it real quick. Poor Hazel, just completely drenched in the water. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's something. It's just very, very childlike of me, but I love doing this so much. Hazel's like, no, not again, please. I've been nothing but good. This poor engine. You know what? This would be a great thing for the Monty to be doing, actually. No, stop, stop, reverse. I don't want you to go back in this time. Kidding, yoink. Nah, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. If you don't make it up this hill under your own power. Well, yeah, I warned you. Do it again. This is my new favorite chunk of track that I built. Can I put a stopper in the water? Would that help? Can I attach a stopper? Didn't even think about that. Where'd the bumper go? Where to connect? Because I mean, connect over here, but that's pointless. We'd almost have to connect down here. Oh yeah, that would even straighten out the track. How does that work for you, Hazel? Does that technically count as a derail? Hazel's like, oh fuck, no, not again. No, not again. We'll go to lower speed. Whatever you gain on this hill is whatever you'll hit the bumper with. I'm surprised that the water doesn't slow us down, though. Oh, we're still on the track. I don't think we would have been if I had smashed into it at full speed. I'm just surprised that the water doesn't act as like a stopping method. Because it should. Steam engines are not very good at going through water. Ever. Poor Hazel's just like, I thought we were building me a branch line, not torturing me in the water. It's like, yeah, we will. I just gotta get my sick kicks in somehow, you know? No, not the water again. Hazel, look out! Hazel, stop! No, Hazel, I'm about as useful as a conductor in Thomas and Friends. That just tell the engine, hey, don't do that. And expect the engine to somehow miraculously save themselves. That's very funny, though. Like, I feel like a horrible person for laughing about it, because, like, obviously I feel badly. But at the same time, it's kind of goofy that that's something that I can do. There you go, Hazel. You can chill out up here. Hazel's just like, oh, fuck, finally. A break. I don't have to be tortured anymore. I saw a chunk of track. Not track, but ballast over here that I wanted to get rid of. So what if I built something over here? Like a bridge or something. Just like, what? That could be kind of funny. Just bridge out. So there's a little bit of the bridge on both sides. It's kind of a funny idea. Okay, Hazel, I'm sorry. At least you don't have to be too concerned. We'll get you turned back around. Poor Hazel. What makes that situation even sadder, even more sad, whatever you want to call it, is the other day. It's the other day? I don't know. I had read something about someone named Hazel in one of my books, and they kind of died. Like in this story, I don't remember what it was I was reading, but they died. And it's like, well, that's unfortunate. They're like one of the love interests, and they just die right out the gate. It's like, oh, well, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? That might actually be where I got the name Hazel from. Now that I think about it, like I'm not sure, but if I had to guess, I would say that's where I got that name from. Also, we're gonna go with wall because it'll look nicer. Was that not actually? It is. It was just trying to go down because I have it set stupidly. There we go. Fixed it. There you go, Hazel. Look at that. Are you happy? Hazel's like, no. I can find a way to beat you. It's like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you're so happy. I'm not happy. I'm feeling tortured. Like you don't appreciate me. Hazel, I love you. You're my favorite engine. Please don't murder me in my sleep. For some reason, I feel like that's what you want to do. Is just murder me in my sleep. Please don't do that. Then who's gonna drive you? She's like, I don't care. Anyone's better than you. You keep throwing me in the ocean. I'm going to rust because of you. It's your fault. Like, why? Why have you done this to me? It's like, don't worry, Hazel, I won't do it again. I think. You think? Hold on. We're going back forward. Over there on that mountain. I think I'd have to clear out some of these trees. But up here on this mountain, because of how it looks like it slopes, I could just simply try my best to have a recreation of Thomas and the Magic Railroad, where, you know, he appears through the buffers and like he's like, oh, it's windy up here, and like just suddenly just somehow uncouples from the coal cars. Don't ask me how he's done this. Rolls down the mountain and onto the tracks. Where does he go? I don't know. He just vanishes. It's like, I don't know where I am. Help. And I find that funny. I mean, I don't. It's kind of sad. That movie was really weird. But also, it's like one of the classics when I was real little. So, like, I'm willing to excuse some of its absurdity. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like people look upon media from when they were little favorably most of the time. I do like that there's just that little chunk of like random stone railroad that goes nowhere. I mean, it looks like it connected up to that other chunk of stone railroad right there. Hold on. Brake. Forward. Reverse. I had an idea, Hazel. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to go home. See, so we leave this chunk alone. She's like, oh god, no, not again. Please, what are we doing now? No. I don't want to put any part of it. Please, I promise I'll be a good engine. No. No, please. I will haul all the goods. I will haul 8,000 goods. Just don't throw me back in the lake. I'm not going to throw you back in the lake, Hazel. You'll be fine. I almost threw myself in the lake, Hazel. That would have been funny for you to see. Not very funny for me, though. DNWRG. Which way does this one connect? Yeah. Like that. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's an actual chunk of the track that's just completely shattered away. I mean, mostly. It definitely could do with looking a little more broken up, but that's fine. What does old look like? I've never actually seen it. Maybe old would look better. I wanted to see old, though. Maybe old will work better? I mean, technically I'm... Yeah, that just comes to a straight point there. Which does look a little weird. But yeah, I think we'll go with the old. This looks nicer. I don't know why I keep struggling with this. Like, it's not a particularly difficult concept. It's funny that it's like so separated out too, because like it makes sense that it would be if like it's just like a collapsed chunk of bridge. You just part of the dirt? Yeah, you just part of the dirt stuff. Myanmar, I have a surprise. It's missing like a chunk of its bridge stuff. That looks really good. It's just sort of a collapsed chunk of bridge. Maybe they were trying to repair it based off of how the D and WRG chunk looks. Who knows? Oops. There. And it's a little bit more. It looks a little better that way too. It's not just some weird random assortment of track. There's like an actual reason for that to be down in there. I am going to grab the W and D, W and RG, whatever, old again, though, and there we go. It was just a chunk of bridge that ended up, unfortunately, collapsing and shattering apart. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Hazel back. We're gonna grab a couple of those cars. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab some of those cars, apply the handbrakes on them, see if I can't hang some of them off of the. Yeah, that's what we'll do. See if I can't just let a couple of them submerge. If they float, they float. If they don't, they don't. I don't know how I'm going to get them over to there exactly. I think I'm going to have to put Hazel over here. And then run back over, grab a couple cars, bring them back. Yeah, I kind of wish what I had done is I'd kept a small chunk of that bridge out there too. Just had it look like it crashes down in a couple of areas. Like there used to be some like across the ocean transport, and that ended up getting washed out. You know, there used to be a bridge across here that ended up getting washed out, that sort of thing. That looks really good, actually. You can see something poking its head out of the water there. So you're like, what is that? What is happening? What happened there? Like it's all just sort of bent down and out of shape and misformed. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Very, very happy with how this is turning out. But I have been streaming for about 2 hours. I'm tired. I'm probably going to go to bed. So thank you all for joining me. As always, I've been Captain Crispy. You can find me on Twitter and Discord. I am more active on my Twitter than my Discord, but I am around in both. So, if you're ever looking for a space to give me game suggestions or just chat in general, you can look to one of those. For now, it's been real. I hope you had a blast, because I did too. And I am out. See ya.